What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video for you guys, and today I got a real special video. I'm with an entrepreneur, Matt, right here. This guy, he have not been working a regular 9-to-5 job for over 4 years, and I wanted to interview him so he can give his side of the story of how he was able not to work a job. So, Matt, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, how y'all doing? Nice to meet y'all.
All right, so let's get straight into it. I'm gonna go ahead and ask him a few questions about his entrepreneurial journey and how he was able to make money, what is the ups and the downs, and advice that he can give y'all to go ahead and start your entrepreneur journey right here. All right, so the first question I have for you is, how long have you been in this entrepreneur mindset? How long have you been doing this? Like, what made you get into this? Were you born this way? Was it something happening in your life? Did you just want to get into it?
Honestly, it all started with Publix, to be honest with you. I didn't get enough hours that I needed, and you know, staying with my mom and all that stuff, it's just like when you're trying to help pay, you don't get enough money to sustainably like help your parents or guardians or whoever is out there, and it's really hard. So I honestly decided, you know what, might as well go for the Uber thing, because one of my old high school friends did Uber and I wasn't really into it, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not the type of person to drive. Right, but then I was like, you know what, I gotta do something. I gotta get me some money in order to provide, not just for myself, but like eventually help out my mom. So I did Uber. And it was, well, first I had DoorDash, then, you know, they kicked me out because they started kicking people out lately. But now I have Uber, and it's been helping me a lot, actually. Even though it doesn't really pay all the bills that you need, it will help you like through the long run, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's pretty much how I got into like Uber.
Interesting. And you know, a lot of people, they will go ahead and have the entrepreneur spirit when they were a baby, like they were born into it, selling lemonade. You see, oh, 10 cents for a cup of lemonade, stuff like that. And a lot of people, they get into it because of certain situations, whether it's a divorce, whether a job fired them, not getting enough hours, or they're just tired of working a 9-to-5. And that's why I love to talk to young entrepreneurs like yourself, because a lot of people are starting to get into that, because 30 years ago there was no such thing as like an entrepreneur, because there was no internet, and a lot of people said you got to go to school or go to the military and go work a regular job, you know. And a lot of the youth now are not doing that, so that's amazing. I really love that.
Yeah.
The second question I have for you is, what made you become an entrepreneur? But you already answered that, basically just helping out your mom and stuff. So we'll go into the third question. What side hustles or jobs do you do? Like, just give me a rundown of everything that you do. So you said DoorDash kick you out. You said you're doing Uber. Is there anything else that you're doing besides those?
There is Amazon Flex. If you guys ever heard of it, then I advise you download it, pick up the app. It will help you out in the long run. I'd advise you download Gridwise. It will help you track your earning, whether you drive anywhere, especially for delivery. It will help track your earnings, your delivery, like I said, your mileage as well, and it will also track how much money you make throughout the year as well. So I advise you guys download Gridwise whenever you're driving, doing delivery, whatever the case may be.
So would you say Uber and Amazon Flex are how you make most of your money right now? No 9-to-5. Those two alone, you're paying the bills. You're able to get through with those two.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I will tell you this: it's at first it will start off like that, but eventually it's always not going to be the way you want it to be, because eventually they might start cutting like hours, because certain apps, like I said, like Amazon Flex, they would cut hours, or maybe the factory might close, or something might happen due to incidents, like a shutdown, or you know how AI is taking over at this point. So it's like, so yeah, it's, some people are getting cut off, and I advise you, like for me and my friend Jeremiah, we're doing a trade school together for HVAC. So I would advise you not to just stick to like, I guess, one thing, but stick to another thing. Like trade school, everybody needs it now. Everybody, because don't get me wrong, college, it's all right, but now how it is, it's they don't pay. I guess they don't pay you during the long run when you're doing like school, like maybe nursing. I guess you could say that's a beneficial job to do, but like anything else, it's kind of a time waster. It really is. It's a waste of time at this point, and trade will get you just like that. So I advise everyone to get into trade.
Yeah, that is true. Get into a trade if you can, because entrepreneur, it takes a very long time. It can take you 5 years, it can take you 10, 15 years to be successful. So I'm not gonna just sit here and saying like, oh, don't go to college. Go to college, but get a trade. Trade is much easier. Get your CDL, go ahead and be a nurse, or you can go and do HVAC, plumbing, electricity, something where they can train you in 9 to 16 months and you can use that as a backup plan. Always have a plan A, B, and C. Never just have a plan A or a plan B. We always need 3 ways out, like 3 exits when you go inside of a building. But let's go on to the next question. The next question I have for you are, what are positive habits that you do to keep up with your entrepreneurial journey? What are some things that you wake up and you just do automatic, whether it's read a book, or it's take a shower 5 times a day, or it's we'll go to the gym? Like, what are some habits that you do to just keep you going, keep you motivated?
Well, I usually go to the gym, but I haven't been to the gym since during the summer, because I've been doing a lot of DoorDash and Uber, like I said. And I had a little vacation, but that's besides the point. I think where hobby-wise, sometimes I would read. I like doing like a little research and all that stuff. Like if anything's going on in the world, like I said, I like reading the Bible, so it's very helpful. I mean, you should read it every day, but I gotta get on the ball with that. But
Amen.
I do like to shower a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's I like to stay like clean, especially when you're working out in the gym, you're doing cardio, whatever you're doing, but especially when you do your little business, you just gotta go ahead and take a shower. I just personally do that. So
right.
So,
and I'm glad that he brought up reading books and reading the Bible and stuff. Reading is part of entrepreneurial. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to read, you have to learn, you have to research, you have to understand, expand your vocabulary. Whether you read the Bible or you're just reading other books, it is necessary. Every entrepreneur that I know have said that. Whether it's the Bible or a book, you have to read. If you don't like reading, woe to you. I don't know what to say, So I'm glad that you brought that up. But
yeah, I never liked reading back in the day, but now you start to pick up, and it's like, okay, I guess it's when you get older, you start to engage in it more. So
right. So we talked about the positive habits. What are some negative challenges that you face being an entrepreneur? What are some things that are just other entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs? What are something that they're going to face that you're facing right now? Whether it's finance or it's personal, mental health, whatever.
Finance. So the negative part of it is you have to, if you're grinding for delivery or whatever, or being an entrepreneur, for me, for Uber, you're gonna pay a lot of tire rotations. You're gonna have to go to the dealer a lot. You gotta rotate every time, maintenance, whatever the case may be, oil change. Like I said, you'll eventually get a flat regardless. Like you're some way, somehow, you're gonna get a flat, and you're gonna have to get new tires, and it's very costly. gas is another thing, because you know how inflammation is going on right now, so it's crazy. The gas is definitely a one to think about. You'll also experience a lot of, if you're doing delivery, you'll experience, especially driving people to and fro destination wise, you're gonna find some crazy people. No joke, you're gonna find some crazy people.
Yeah.
And just be careful out there, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of gas, I want to add something in. Go ahead and get you either a Sam Club membership. You can use their gas. It's much cheaper.
That's
or you can go ahead and get a Wawa gas reward card. Download the app and it'll be much cheaper. Sam's and Wawa, I know for sure, definitely have cheaper gas compared to a lot of other places. There's other stores out there that you can use gas stations, but Sam's and Wawa, definitely look into that if you're trying to save at least 30 cents, 40 cents per gallon. You know, it's better than nothing, because at the end of the year when you calculate, you can probably save $1,000 in gas, you know, so definitely look into that. Now, let's go on to the next question I have for you. The next question I have is, what is the most you ever made in 1 year during your journey? What is your best year?
I believe it's 30, I think 30K.
30K, no job, no 9 to 5. Tell the people in the camera that one more time, how much you made.
30K.
30K, do you guys hear that?
30K.
$30,000. He's making more than a lot of people who went to college. And no disrespect if you went to college. 30K by himself, just using gig work apps. This is true, people. This is what I'm trying to explain to a lot of you out there. Yes, you can work a regular job, or you can be a grinder and work many different side jobs and make a lot of money. 30 grand, that's amazing. Shout out to you.
Yeah, it's possible, you guys. Like you have to put in the work. You have to put in schedules for certain, like Uber, you don't have to really put in a schedule. You could just click on go and then you're all set, and then they'll give you any delivery or whatever, how much you earn or whatever the case may be. They'll give you a delivery. But for any other app out there, you'd have to put in like a schedule, so you have to like get up early, and it's hard. It's low-key hard, but you guys could get through it. That's all I got to tell you.
All right, the next question I have for you is, what is the least you ever made during your journey? So the 4 years, what is the lowest you ever made?
Maybe 20.
20K. 20K. This is a hustler right here, y'all. This is what I'm talking about.
It's 20, yeah.
20 grand. No job, no 9 to 5. Working. What is vehicle? $20,000. All you need is a vehicle, pay for your insurance, and you're good to go. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing.
Yes, no joke.
Okay. Next question I have for you. Are you involved in any stocks, real estate, or do you have a small business?
I do not have any right now. So, eventually, at one point, I will get to that. The stock business, hopefully, in the future, after we finish like HVAC and all that, because right now, it's school and it's Ubering, so that right now my mindset is on that. But once I eventually get that over and done with, I will start investing into stock.
That's great. That's actually good, because a lot of people that make money and they just go straight into stocks, or they go straight into real estate or open a business, and they don't know a lot about this stuff, you know. So it's good that you're at least stacking your money. I'm pretty sure you're saving your money, and when you finished with that, then you can focus on learning about that stuff, and then you can get deeper into it, because you don't want to just go in the stock market and you don't know nothing about stocks. That's when you go bankrupt, you get in trouble and stuff. So that's good that you didn't just hop into it. And
Right.
also for you guys there, make sure that you learn what you invest your money into. Just because you hear people say, oh, real estate, doesn't mean, oh, I have 500 grand, let me go get a house. No, you have to learn the market. You need to learn, is this a good purchase, location, etc., so you'll be able to make more money from your money, because you have to make money work for you to continue to be successful. So shout out to you for that. Let's go on to the next question. The next question that I have for you is, what was your best purchase ever? Like, what is something that you purchased and you're just like, yes, I'm glad I purchased this. Like, it's just amazing, and you probably still have it or you don't have it. What was the best purchase ever? Anything. It could be from food, from a car, to a piece of shirt. It doesn't matter. Anything.
I'd probably say my PC. Yeah, that was I tell you, that's like a $1,000 right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know the specs about it, or do you know any of the, because there's a lot of computer people out there, so I'm wondering, like, what type of PC did you get? Do you know?
It was a Blaze. I don't know if you guys ever heard Blaze 3.0 PC. It's a pretty high, kind of a high res PC that came out, I think, 2-3 years ago.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
Wow. So you got something pretty new.
Yeah.
And that's your best purchase.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Now, I want to say, next question. What was your worst purchase ever? What is something you brought and you're just like, man, why did I buy this? I waste my money. Anything. It could be from food, it can be from a book, it can be from shoes, anything.
I really can't say. I'm trying to think. I'd probably say maybe one of my tablets that I bought for, I guess, drawing. It's one of those digital art type of pen drawings. I wanted to get into, originally I wanted to get into digital media, like digital arts and whatever, but I never had the time, or nobody really taught me anything about it. Or I should say, the school system, you'd have to basically go back to school, learn the 4 years of high school again. Like that was really unnecessary. So I dropped out personally, and I wanted to learn from YouTube, but I prefer someone teaching me in person.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone out there knows how to like help me out with digital arts, let me know. Let Jeremiah know, so it could you could hook me up with something that I need to know about the whole ordeal of whether I need to do this in order to edit my stuff, and so on.
Right. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Do you ever feel worried or nervous about the economy collapsing? Like in America, you hear a lot of gurus say, oh, the economy is collapsing, and America this is falling, and America that is falling. What do you feel about the economy? Do you ever feel worried, nervous, scared, or just
Not too much, because you kind of see it coming, especially when you're a believer. You know when things are going down. It's basically, like prophecy wise, you see things over, like it's foreseen, like basically it's foreshadowing predictions, like how the economy is. It is messed up. The inflammation, how Biden messed up the whole system. I'm honestly, when it comes to that type of politics and other stuff like that, I'm just prepared to buy food. Guys, I would suggest you guys buy canned food, a lot of water, and start investing. Get your money up.
And I have something to add on to that. As you guys know, on my channel, I have prepping videos on my channel from years ago, 2 years ago, and definitely continue to prep. I know I haven't been posting those videos lately about prepping and what to buy and what to get, but even if you're not a believer, still get those stuff, because this world, you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't want to be the one on the street protesting and begging for food. And I know this is not about the video and everything, but even as entrepreneurs, you need to stay prepared. You can't just like, oh, I'm making $5 grand a month, I'm good. It doesn't matter about how much you're making a month if you're going to be hungry when times come. So always keep that in the back of your mind for all my entrepreneurs out there. Now, on to the next question. What advice do you have for someone that wants to do what you are doing now? So let's say there's a 40-year-old guy out there, and he's currently homeless, but he has a part-time job at McDonald's, and he wants to do what you're doing right now. What are some advice you would give to that 40-year-old homeless guy working at McDonald's part-time right now?
Honestly, if he has a car, I would it depends on which car he has, but besides the point, I would start. He needs to start downloading, if he has all of his information, like his SSN, if he has insurance or whatever, he needs to put his information in to get his. I would give him, listen, sir, you have to, if you want to do this, like delivery, a little side hustle, you have your own car, whatever. Also, you guys could rent. I believe you could rent a car for Uber and like DoorDash, or I believe. I've never really done that, but I advise you get into or looking up what they do when you buy or rent out a car for Uber. I advise them to do something like that and to give it a try. Give them what they need in order to have something on their side, so they don't just stick to, oh my gosh, I'm in McDonald's, it's not helping me pay the bills enough. What should I do? So they won't cause like a panic. That's the best advice I could give them. But any other advice, I would just say you have to pray, let God handle what you need to do, because that's all I got.
Yeah. So you have to pray, and you need a vehicle. And if you're homeless out there but you have a vehicle and you want to do this, you don't have an address, you can either use a P.O. box, or if you have a best friend or a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, family member, you can even use their address, and try to get the mail, because they're going to ask for addresses, they're going to ask for proof of a lot of things. So first thing first, make sure that you're either praying or make sure that you're at least meditating. If you're a non-believer out there, doing something, you got to stay calm during that situation, because you don't want to just be all anxious and nervous. You want to make sure you have a vehicle, and you want to make sure that you have some proof of address somewhere, so you're able to do a lot of this gig work. So next question I have for you is, what are things people should not do if they want to be an entrepreneur? What is something you see them do and you're like, bro, you cannot be an entrepreneur if you're doing this? So what are bad habits? Whether it's smoking, whether it's going to party, whether it's being a criminal, whether it's getting tattoos on their face, like what are things that people should not do if they want to do what you do, if they want to be successful at it, at least?
I'll tell you this. One of our classmates that has a background check. Yeah. Basically, yeah. It's a struggle for him. So it's like he wants to do this Uber thing, but they're holding him accountable for his background check. So it's, all I gotta say to you is, make sure you clean up whatever mess you've made. Smoking, all that, I don't really smoke, so I don't do all that. But yeah, if you just have a clean background check, then, or your history's good, then you'll be fine. If it's nothing too serious, then yeah, you'll most definitely be fine. But I advise you, if you know you have a background check that's not good, if it's a felony or whatever you have, I don't expect to have a Uber app with you or on you. So that's the honest truth. But
yeah, and I'll go ahead and throw my little 2 cents for that. For anyone that want to be an entrepreneur, number one, I would have to say is you cannot be a criminal, and if you are a criminal, you'll be very limited. So if you're hanging around people who are criminals, you want to stop that now, because if you're hanging around that influence, you might get influenced by that, and that's not good. Number two, I would say is stop spending unnecessary money. So if you're the person eat out every single day, like, you're probably not going to be a successful entrepreneur, because it's like, dude, that $7, that $8 adds up. If you're doing it 5 days a week, $8, that's $40. You know what I mean? So you got to calm down with the eating out. And number three thing that I see a lot of entrepreneurs do is they're lazy. What I mean by lazy is, like, they expect to post one video a month and get away with it, or they expect to, like, not edit their videos or not do a good proper thumbnail and expect to get good views and stuff from it. Or even with business, if you do multiple business, like, how can you expect for your business to be successful if you're only going there one day out the week? You understand what I mean? So just don't be lazy and you'll be very successful. Because as you can see for him, he said the lowest he ever made was $20K a year. This is not a lazy person. $20K a year just from driving your car. Think about that. That's not being lazy at all. And he already told you, you know, he's not a criminal. He doesn't drink and smoke and does that unnecessary stuff. So those are just some things that you have to keep yourself accountable for. I know it's hard, don't get me wrong, but you have to go that one day, like, you know what? Not today, you know, let me do better. But let's go on to the next question. Do you ever see yourself working a 9-to-5 until retirement age at 65? So, do you see yourself having a regular job, stopping Uber, stopping all this, getting a regular stable job, like we're doing HVAC right now in college, and retiring at 65? Or do you say, nah, I'll probably do side work or my own business or something?
Honestly, I was thinking about going back to like a 9-to-5. Even if, like, the whole age where we're at, if we're 65 and all that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I really don't know, because once you're, I'll give you guys this. Once you're in that side hustle business, you feel like you don't want to leave it. Like, you want to stick to that little gig you have. And once you stay there, trust me, you don't want to leave it. But eventually, like I said, that can't be your only thing, because what if, for example, Uber or whatever app you guys have suddenly just shuts down and or kicks you out and doesn't accept any more people to do business. Like what are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to find, like Jeremiah said, you need like a plan A, plan B, plan C, backup after backup after backup. You need a plan for what you gotta do next if this fails, or if this utterly fails. Like, you gotta be one step ahead. So, and I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but when I say plan B, C, and for example, I work a job, I do the Uber, I have a business, I have a YouTube, and I can go ahead and do side jobs for people because I have a pickup truck. Now, he could do the same thing too, but you see how I have my eggs in a lot of different baskets? I don't have just, my main income. No, I have 5 different ways to make money. And am I rich? No, I'm not rich. He knows me in real life. I'm not rich at all. Nobody's rich, I mean, at this point. But,
right. So. But I'm trying, though. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm trying, if he's trying, why can't you try? And all you really need, like I said, a clean record and a vehicle. That's all you need. I mean, it's pretty easy. If you need a vehicle, if you don't have a vehicle right now, Facebook Marketplace, you can get a vehicle for about $5 grand, $3 grand, $4 grand, around that price range, 3 to 5, and just get yourself a vehicle, get it insured. You're good to go. It's that simple. And Am I lying? They can even get a scooter, electric scooter, and deliver stuff.
Oh yeah, you guys could get a bike, motorcycle, scooter, whatever.
Anything.
Whatever vehicle you have, just use it.
Now, this is the last question I have for you. Do you support hustle culture, or do you think 9 to 5 is cool? So what I mean by that is, do you think people should just be quiet about hustle culture and hustle, and just go back to 9 to 5 and just live that way? What do you prefer? Would you tell your kid hustle, or would you say go to 9 to 5, go to school, get a 9 to 5, be okay with life?
Honestly, it's up to you guys. It's really up to you guys. If you want to do a hustle, like a little hustle business going on, then you do it. You do it. If you want to stick to 9 to 5, that's fine. I personally, I'm at that point where I don't feel like, honestly, at this day and age, for like Gen Z and the Gen Alphas coming up and whatnot, they're not really gonna be into the 9 to 5. They're gonna be, how content creators now they build up their videos, their editing and all that stuff. They're focused on that now, and it's making them more money than ever now, especially. Even what's his name, Elon Musk, says college is not even worth it no more. Like it's what do you need college for now?
Unless you're a doctor, or police officer or something, lawyer.
If you're doing that specific career, then I would advise you stick to it in order to go to college. But any other business, when it comes to like career choices or college, I don't know. College is not the move right now, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but I would suggest you figure it out. If your stick is, oh, I wanna do the little hustle business, then that's fine. I encourage, like, honestly, don't let the money corrupt you, but at the same time, just focus on, how our parents tell us to save up our money. Whenever, like, you cut this, if you get a paycheck, you get this half, take the half of your paycheck, put in your savings, and then the other half you keep it as pleasure.
Right.
So I'd suggest you guys do that as well.
Yeah, and those are all the questions I have for him right now. And as you guys know, it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what your sexuality, it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter where you live. There's ways to make money, especially if you're in America. If you're in America right now watching this video, you are very privileged because we have many, many different ways to make money. Like there's over like 5 ways to make money. In 24 hours, you can literally make money in 5 different ways. And he's living proof you do not need a regular 9 to 5 to live in this country. And I know a lot of you, because there are going to be critics on this video saying, well, oh, he lives with his parents, or oh, he just using his car. What about people that don't have cars? There's ways to make money without your parents and without a car. You just have to find it.
And there's nothing wrong with living with your parents. There's no shame in it, because especially now, like I said, we're living in a world where everything is expensive now. It's even hard to buy food.
It is.
It's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
You guys see me, I'm a big guy. It's hard for food.
It's whatever the case may be, whatever store you go to, it's most likely gonna be expensive. Everything, especially the taxes now, it's everything. They're taking up everything. So
yeah.
So don't boo-hoo or cry about, oh, I'm still. Listen, I thought I was the only one that's in that little state where I'm like, dang, I need my own place. I need to get out of here, do my own little thing business wise. No, listen, everyone's struggling. I've seen videos where people, they even cry about it, where to the point where they can't take it no more. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle, guys. So don't hurt yourself. It's not you. It's the marketing. It's the inflammation. It's the higher ups, I should say. It's got to do better. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. thank y'all for watching so much. I know this is a long video. I apologize for that. I will leave all his information down below so you can go ahead and follow him, send him your questions, subscribe to him, and just show him some love, because I really appreciate him taking the time out of his day so I can go ahead and interview him. Also, like he said about digital drawing and a lot of arts and crafts, he's into that stuff. So anybody who's an artist that like to draw, that like to do, you know, animation, anything with tattoos, sketches, whatever, if you're our artist, go ahead and contact him. All my information will be down below, so you can contact my Instagram, also my Discord. All of you can join my Discord and we can just go ahead and talk and be one big happy family. I just want to say this one more time. You have to keep faith, y'all, and you have to continue to make money different ways. Don't let old society tell you you just have to go and get one job and retire at 65. That is a lie. You do not have to do that. So just keep that in mind. All my videos, you can go ahead and watch them. I have playlists for homeless tips if you're homeless on the street or if you're trying to get back on your feet. And that's what we got to say for the video. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you stay humble. Make sure you stay positive. Please make sure you stay safe out there. Is there anything you want to say before we go ahead and end the video?
God bless everybody. All I could say is, like I said, if you guys know any digital art stuff, like I'm trying to do like merch and all that stuff. I want to learn how to do merch and all that stuff. So if you guys know any way to contact me, you got his information linked down below, all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, buddy, for letting me interview you.
No problem, man.
All right. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe.